Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be going over Frankfurt's A deck. The boat deck is done, A deck is done now. We're going to start from the back and work our way forward. There's a lot new stuff that I've added, like a whole lot. So we're just going to kind of keep our head down and make our way back. Oh yeah, I'll cover it up when I get to this room. So we're to like the second to last room. And then alright. So our first room is the ship's steering gear. We've got steam engines here. I couldn't quite figure out how to do this. Then we've got the actual gear itself. You know, it goes into here and then into there. And then yeah, so that turns the ship, that turns the rudder, that turns the ship. Let's look all the way down there, and then up there is the emergency one. Over here we have in this area we're going to have like deckhands quarters and stuff going all the way down. So yeah, this is what that all looks like. We've got beds. This is stewards and deckhands and waiters and waitresses. Over here we have the prep room for the dining saloon. We have, like a kitchen. We have a dumbwaiter over here to get the food up to this deck. And yeah. Then we have the dining room, which I actually did change to green carpet, because I think it looks better. It's less, it pops less, and I think that's a good thing. It's much tamer. We have, oh yeah, and I do have the floor set up down there, so I'm going to get to work on that pretty soon. Then we have, oh yeah, and we also have the promenade, the saloon class promenade on either side of the ship over here. This is what it looks like. It's pretty great. So here we have the grand staircase in the reception room. It goes down and has a nice mural. Speaking of murals, actually, this area is going to have a big old mural once I finish up the below. So yeah. Once again, we have this deck going all the way forward. You know, this is the staircase up to the boat deck, only used, which for saloon class is always kept open. For steerage, actually, that's only an emergency thing. But yeah, for saloon class, it's like always. We also have these. We also have, dome kind of things up here. We have the reading and writing room over here with all of the pink banners and pink curtains and flooring, some like great carpets and chairs, and another one of these like side dome things. And that actually concludes the first class stuff we've added. So while we're switching over, I'm actually gonna point out that I added the masts. I think they look pretty good, pretty alright. They've got sails and stuff too now. I did not build them one at a time. I did use World Edit for that. Actually, I think I did. I built like the rungs of the mast, like these parts, but the main like center mast area I did copy over from the bow to the stern. So, what we've got over here? We've got, I'm gonna go down into the engine room. This room's gonna stretch like to the bottom of the ship almost, and yeah. So over here we have a pantry of sorts. I'm honestly not sure what this is for. But yeah, no, so we have the pantry over here. Or actually, no, I'm deciding this now, but that's a storage closet for the mechanics and stuff, like just tools and whatnot if they need to fix the engine, oil if they need to grease it, stuff like that. Over here we have an actual pantry. Now this goes to the, well, you'll see. This goes to the steerage galley. This is where they cook the food. for the steerage class. And if we go over into here, we've got the steerage class. We've got the steerage dining room. Now on this ship, steerage is actually quite nice. Much nicer than most ships. So over here we do have... Oh yeah, and really quickly, there are domes for the galley over here. Just gonna point that out. Kind of small, but they do get the job done. So yeah, steerage dining room. Very kind of snazzy room. We've got the steerage promenade that goes all the way to the almost all the way to the front of the ship, even curving inward with the ship at one point. So entering this room here, we have the steerage dining room over there, and this is the steerage smoking room. So yeah, once again, this is going to be like a really nice steerage class, like really nice. This is going to be the steerage class reading and writing room. One of the still very nice, not quite saloon class, but still. Then the steerage open space, which is probably the biggest downgrade as far as these things go, because, you know, instead of a lounge, they just kind of get a dinky little open space. Oh, that's right, I can't add the safety rails because it would block this area over here. So yeah, this is what this area is like, and yeah, so now we have to switch over again. This is the last time we're like right at the front of the ship, as you can see, to the fireman's quarters, which is really only one room. Over here, we have the crew bunks, a whole lot of crew bunks. Fireman's bunks, you know, that's really all this is in them, because we've got their galley up here, and then their bunks. And yeah, then down here is just going to be more bunks, and for steerage class, bedroom, it's going to be steerage bunks, the engine room. Then we've got, you know, engine room, and just a whole bunch of saloon class stuff. It's going to be everywhere. So yeah, no, this is going to be a really nice ship. It's coming out quite well. I like it. Alright, so yeah, that is the Frankfurt so far. I do have, I'm starting to get a lineup of projects for Minecraft ships, so expect a whole bunch more of these. I am going to do progress updates a little bit differently. I'm going to do them every time I finish a deck, and we're just going to tour that deck of the ship. So yeah, and then I'm also just going to go over like upgrades I made to the rest of the ship. So yeah, here's the prow of the ship. So yeah, prow of the ship, and then all the different like masts. I would make them like sails down, but I'm not entirely sure if that would look good or how that would look or what. But yeah, no, so there are masts on all of the main masts, 2 each, square rigged. And then there's one of those like triangle masts that goes from the prow, it touches down here, and then the line at least goes all the way up to this mast. Because I know there's lines going between all the different masts. So yeah, that's the Frankfurt. I am actually I'm surprised that the deck is getting as cluttered as it is. And I like that. I like that the deck is cluttered. It looks better, in my opinion. You know, people are like, oh yeah, uncluttered decks are the best. But, you know, I think they just kind of give the ship a little more character, I guess. Just in terms of looks. Just like the cluttered more. So yeah, no, that is it for this video, this progress update for the Frankfurt. The next one is going to be this deck here. It's gonna be pretty nice. And yeah, I'll see you all there. just get a good view of the ship. God, that rudder is tiny now that I think about it. But yeah, no, see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!